this roads go that I drove. Concerts would go and then you have to get some to bring back in your home. This was a backpack type flow, lots of ops, so I just relapsed into the portal that closed, just a portal, a show. Portal with stick, where the spot of the dog would have been, and then I would have been back with the branch. She grabbed with the branch and connected the big that hasn't been chalked quite yet with the sharp that would spin in the show pan talk that I got in the saucepan dog, because then I assault talk for all that I got, and the always omnipresent dog, and always present with arms up like a child in the class that was full, but hardly even half of it, dog. The half that you get would just rot in your love like a so that's been dead for a while. Fools get recognized quick when they're sent from. I reckon he's best because he wreck it like that, like he's Ralph, and he doesn't get pissed, but it's like all the them emotions would mix. When more of this flows will be said from my throat, you'll be sad if I don't. With my goal that would go like a grow, or maybe a ghost that lives in a wall. He is out a hole, you could call it his home if you want. Home is where the heart was dogged, and I ripped yours from the cage it was in, like a canary that would flap its arms if it ever saw the door ajar. Some more of this flow, the morbid yo, cause then I could have called like I saw, like a shot would have shot. More than cars would get the shock to just stop, because I would have said something that caused the alarms to just rip, like the lights would just blink in the front. Me with some of this, you know this, with me with some of this, you know this. Me to give, like I never give that gift with ribbon on the top, that bitch when I handed it. So when the hand would have been like the wrist and the arm was just next, and then I fucking said some awesome type shit like I never said it before. Then throws of the froze, I'm not told, but that grass that was low, that never been chalked, and I would chalk like it was on the plug, with the blood that was scrawled on the side. I could spill it out for you if you want. I was distilled vinegar in a bowl. I was the bomb that would drop and make a bubble, a crater on the earth that you stood, because then I stood for it all when I go with my talk that was good. This is what the people wanted so bad when they dreamt and they forgot what they dreamt about, because I got my records done. Then I wreck it bad with some of this that I rearrange real quick and make twists, something stems on some of the twigs that I pull from some of the grow out in the summertime when the breeze would just hit the back of my cape like I was Superman, bitch. You wouldn't have to be stupefied when I said something stupid and rhyme that would connect with the next or connect with the list. Like these are pickup sticks when I did some marvelous. This was the marbles I wrote in the spot on the floor, and then you got all spotted like leopard for show when I'm off with my grand and my galore. That would just go like the arcs of the smoke that he blows, like in that part of the world that was cold, and y'all ought to know he's the snow globe as he rocked. Would he throw some more from his throat that was raw if it's for show? To get cut from the cold, I stood in the low. He stood for a while, but now he stand no more. Like this was a blood stain where he stood, like his last dance in this bitch, and then he's quickly forgot from whence he came, and then the brains would shift inside where they kept, and then I got the foresight for this rip. I used the forceps to pull open the muscle sinews that I split with some type of insertion device that I picked from off of the list, off of the shelf that I put up with these two hearts, and now you need to put up what you got like the deuce, cause we got, we're just flinging them around if we want. This was what the wish was made inside the wit. It would be flipped from the pocket as kid, so I could deposit the shit. The shit was awesome, I said. The summer salt, some of them summer sausages that would simmer, dog, to get smaller, dog. This was whoa, they whoa, when we go, with what they whoa, with this whoa, what they whoa, when we go, for what they whoa, with. This a dip that paid it sick when lips would oppress and express what they meant when they said what they did. And then y'all would get the message as I stack a bunch of them sentences like that with the punctuation that end each one that I give like a gift with a rap. Mo talented, bro, with the talents that clench your heart in the cage you got, because then I could have got more cage and talk. With a bunch that would snarf at jars, whipper snarfs would get caught for lunch, and then I would just chomp on y'all like chomp, having fun with what he called for lunch, because then he would have carved and voiced a bunch of marks that were the size of teeth, just as long and just so long as I could rip this part of the song and make it like the poem that I thought that it was. This is spoken word when I say something out loud. Something more, the brandish mode than barnacles for boats. And then I said something to Barney you don't know. He just sat and then he sought to drink all that he wanted. His gut would get big and rip this fucking bar that he wore to keep up his posses, because they don't do their job. Mo disposes that roll and then said something with roller coasters and bow. I forgot where I was going with flow. So go where the leprechaun would have got spotches and a bunch of them washes on his cheek, because this was awesome. This is what I launched with. The launch club was done with the last little towel in place, and more of this while I'll see, all the while they say, in the breeze and in the wind and the cheeks. And then I fucking invent this spoken word on the spot that I stand for a sec, so I could in a segment when I did, and then in a segment with breath I got more segment with this until the segment you on got a segment of flesh from what the orange had to give, until all would collapse. The rhyme I would get more ever prison with this citrus that I'm invented when I'm repositioning those words that got the plus somehow, and they gotta know with the claws from what the crowd would haul around until the rubber bond up would have been broke up, because I fucking said some sweet stuff from throat now. In the finer throats and thrusts, I just combust you all into dust that float off when the wind would pick you up like your kites without the strings you want. So let me be the string up guitar, and then I would say, a rumple still skin, still flesh, still he begs some more of this rap that I hold embedded. And all of your records would snap in the second with head would have said it, and then I fucking put in the cement and wait for the dry or the wet that it is. Then I'd go and whip a dog who did nothing at all till he put up his paw. Like it was a bacon, tell me to stop with the bacon strips that he walked. And then I fucking walked in the dark like I saw all. Cause maybe I did. Maybe you are by that much by thinking that I wasn't a mug who doesn't shave the top where the hat would have been put on. Whoa, be-oh, with stories I wrote.